Now, hello again. Now I'm gonna show you the accessories for the Super NES. Now in the last video you've seen, I talked about the NES and has its purpose of playing 2 players, the starter pack. I showed us the front and the back of the console, the top part. And now, what's with the Super NES is without the accessories, of course. Now, the Super Nintendo has come out with accessories to enhance on gaming, like the Super Scope, the Super Game Boy, and then the mouse pad. I'm starting out with the mouse pad first. Now, the mouse pad very much sits like a computer mouse, but Nintendo made a mouse pad. It has right click, left click. And we all know what left click does in computer. Brings up the list. Right? Yeah, it just knows about clicking. So if you want to go for the best click, no. Wait a minute. I kind of got that backwards. That's right, that's the left. Anyhow, for the best at clicking, left part of the mouse, right click will bring the menus, just like the computer. Duh. But what's actually feature it of the NES mouse is the mouse pad ball. It's kind of smooth at the beginning, but if you actually wiggle down the board, which is a piece of plastic, it's just like any kind of board, you can roam around. Oh, let's see. Well, I'm doing this left-handed, so point, click, 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 click. Click, click, click. Yes, just like the mouse. Now, it has 2 capables of the games. Vegas Stakes, which I'll show you in the collection later on. And this game, Mario Paint. And as you see on the front part of the game, if I could bring it closer. You can see that part. Yeah, you can see that. That says the Super NES mouse. Because it's the mouse capable. Now with Mario Paint, you could draw, you could animate, you can make music. And it also has the infamous Fly Game. Now with Fly Game, there's 3 versions of it. You start at the normal level, then it gets to the bit of a cold part, and then it comes out all spring. I know, right? But the objective of Fly Game is to get rid of flies, bugs, and they start you all out with 100. Why 100? Anyhow, once you start at 100, it goes down to 0. And once you get down to that 0, you have a big insect boss to beat. This game will goes on until you game over. Let's just see how far you're gonna get to. But back to Mario Paint, Yes, like I say, you could draw, you could animate, you make music. You could turn that your work of art to something else. So, this mouse can help you do it. Alright. Accessory number 1 done. Number 2 is kind of different. And what's so different about it is, I would say at the word backward capability. That is the Super Game Boy. Now, what is it? It's the add-on to the Super Nintendo. Now, what's cool about it is, it has that mini portion that you could play Game Boy games on the Super NES. So you pick and match your favorite Game Boy game, put the slot in, then you do is take that slot, put it to your Super, boom, and turn it on. I said earlier, it is backward capability, and it's what Nintendo did to this Super Nintendo did was you could play the Game Boy games on the Super NES. Now we. Anyhow, I said you could play Game Boy games. Sorry about that. Now what it is, I tried with the Game Boy Color. Didn't work. So if you want to play Game Boy Color, the Nintendo Advance will do. I'll be showing that little handy too as we get down the road. But anyways, the Super NES, I always tried that to be with. But however, it does work for if you want to play Game Boy games on Super NES. That's my best bet. It's a Super Game Boy. There's one more accessory in which I did show you last year, and that's that beefy boy, the Super Scope. Now, what it is, before I play the Super Scope 6 game, it's... Okay. See that? Okay, there we go. This Super Scope 6, it's a bazooka. That was through mid-early 90s. The Super Nintendo, like in 93, was in 92, had a thing called a Super Scope. Let's take a look at that one. Now this Super Scope, like I said, just like the NES one, it has the whole portion. This one they added the sensor portion to the Super Scope. A button. A shoulder rest. These buttons. You go off, turn on, you go turbo. Just like the controller has the pause button. This one has the fire button. fire, fire, fire. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, I'm sorry. But this one, this little portion of the Super Nintendo takes about the batteries. It takes about six double A's. Damn. It takes about 6 AA batteries. And those can drain for a few hours. Actually, you know what? And that actually reminds me of my next tip to you guys. If you want to beat out the drainage of those batteries, here's my next tip. When not playing the Super Scope 6, take out the batteries, because it'll save more battery time, and then it'll make your game a bit longer to play with the batteries. Now if let's say you're playing a game that involves a Super Scope 6, okay, when you finish it, always the best tip, take the AA batteries out, put them in a secure place, leave that to rest, or in case if you want to play, say you want to play a different game, take out the batteries and then re-put them in. But if you don't want to play another game with the Super Scope 6, take out the batteries, put them in a Ziploc bag, or put them in any safe place you can remember, and just let it be there. Because it will save more time on the, it will save you more time on the battery drainage, and it will give you more time to play. So that's my next tip. That's my tip for you guys. Alright. Let's go one of the other. So how you play with the Super Scope? It has this little sensor bar. Now this little sensor bar, all you do is just put on top of a... Oh yeah. And when playing the Super Scope 6, I said earlier, you have to play with a CRT TV. I forgot about that. Because it will work best with an old CRT TV other than playing with a new TV. Because the new TVs like the Vizios, the Samsungs, the LGs, it has the flat screen. And it's also high definition too, so that's going to give a bit of a problem, and you're not going to get the shots right off. Plus, it doesn't work. So if you want to play like the retro days of the Super Scope 6, a CRT TV is a must. Because it's more efficient and more better, and you get a good clear shot of nailing down enemies, other than playing on a flat screen. So if you got a CRT TV, that would be recommendable. Yeah, now going back to this, all you do is just plug this in. Oh yeah. You have to plug this into a port 2 other than port 1. If you plug into the port 1, here, let's bring this back out. If I put this in, play this, nothing happened, because they're not plugging into the right port. it has to be on port 2 in order to work. So that's another tip. So first timers, when playing the Super Scope for the first time, make sure this part, all you do is just put on the TV, this plug, I'm going to follow it way down, all the way to port number 2, and that's in order to work. Now you see why in the middle it has the sensor too, so the top part, or either parts of the Super Scope 6 will read out the sensor. Uh-oh. Okay. That's the pain in the butt too. Now, the starter of the Super Scope. When you get the Super Scope, there's going to be one game in it, and that's the Super Scope 6. It says 6 game in 1, 3 games of Laser Blazers, and 3 games of Blastress. Laser Blazers have like military style, like missiles, aircraft. Then you got Confront, which is the enemies, like different kind of enemies. In Blastress, 3 games. Blastress A, it sits like Tetris, where you have to line up the blocks. And once you get to a full line, they disappeared. Blastress B, oh yeah, and on Blastress A, it goes sideways, so that's making that one a bit challenging. And you get 2 shots too. Blastress B, it says like the Tetris. Or Tetris 2, where you have to match up the colors and all to disappear. And that's true, because in Blastress, all you gotta do is match 3 of the same colors and they'll disappear. But if you build up the blocks, you can create a chain reaction. Fun. And it's cool too, because you get chain reactions, you get more points. Then the last game of Blastress is the Mall Patrol game. And that's always the infamous when playing the Super Scope 6. And if you have it, the Mall Patrol game is awesome. All you gotta do is shoot down the purple moles. If you clear a certain amount of mole, you can move on to the next round. Oh, here's another trick too. If you accidentally shot the wrong mole, the pink mole, the game will go fast. Yeah, it will go fast. And you gotta be careful. One shot of that, it's going fast, and you're not gonna be able to finish the game. And also, the clock is gonna run down too. So if you can clear the certain amount of moles in a certain amount of time, you're moving on. If you ran out of time and you still have moles in play, game over. So, I know it's a pain in the butt, but yeah, it's fun. So like I said, what's great about the Super NES, it has this, the controllers, games, accessories, backward capable accessory, then the Super Scope 6. It's fun. And you get more time to spend time with your family. So if you want to collect I would recommend that the SNES, and also get the Super one too for a first timer. And then you can start building out a collection like this. Alright. That would do for the SNES console review, and then the accessories too. So I'd like to thank this guys on Discord for being part of it. We would of course like to thank you for watching, and don't forget later on, I got Asuna, and as always, it's the time of the year again. We will see you all there for that.